Guys, have you wondered how a party would look like, without some treat? There is a special trait in every party that makes it unique and brings it to perfection. Today, I have the owner of Deola Delights. She's here to give us insights in her business. Hello, how are you doing?
Hi, Juliet. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming over to speak to us.
Thank
So,
you.
Deola, I was wondering, how long have you been in Canada and what led you to be?
Yeah, thank you for your question. So I've been in Canada a little over 6 years now, but I did not start the business proper till about roughly 2 years ago. So what led me into baking? I've always had a passion for baking, that's for sure. I like to just bake simple treats for my children, for parties, family gatherings, and all that stuff. So that was it for me. I just like to do it. And then COVID happened. COVID gave a lot of us time on our hands. And, I just thought about it. Many people try out my treats and like, oh wow, this is who made this, So I thought, you know what, why not give it a try? Why not, try your hand on this? And that was how Deola's Delights, came into being. Started, with little or no clients at the time. And here we are now, So it's been a journey. It's been a very interesting journey.
Good to know, Deola. How do you get your clientele? Is it by referrals or by your social medias? What's the most effective way for you for getting your clients?
Oh yeah, so everything basically. So I try to do everything. Bank, tap into the power of social media, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, all of that. I do all of that. Put out nice and interesting videos. Some of my behind the scenes that I know that people will be interested in learning, in watching.
Yeah.
And I also do some what is it called, like tips and share tips here and there, which I know that people will be interested in. So I do that, and then I also get my clients from referrals. So word of mouth, when people, your clients, when they try out your product, they like it, they enjoy the service, they speak to other people about it, and that way you get referrals. So a lot of referrals, social media, I put myself out there, networking, events. I also try as much as possible to go for events, those events where, could be a business oriented event, it could be a ladies out, wherever I find myself. I find myself speaking I speak the good news about my business. I just put myself out there, talk about what I do, which I find very interesting. So because it's interesting to me, it's a passion that I like. I don't have any difficulty talking about it. It's just talking about myself because it's my passion, it's what I like to do. So I do both. I do everything and anything I have to do to get the business. Yes.
Okay, so what are the services you provide the products? Is it just cake or do you do everything with pastries and the likes?
Yeah, so not just cakes. It's I do everything celebration, I try to be a one-stop shop, but yeah, so right now I do more celebration cakes, wedding cakes, birthdays, graduations, baby showers, whatever event, I do cakes for that. I also do cupcakes, pastries, finger foods, small chops, all of that. And just recently I introduced the table styling service, which has been excellent. Like the feedback, everybody wants to have a very, the aesthetics that it brings to your event. So table styling is something I just recently introduced late last year. Okay. And the turnaround has been really, really, really encouraging. Like, it gives, and I'm grateful for that because it gives me different opportunity to explore, to try out different setup, which, to bring out the aesthetics for the party. So yeah, I do a little bit of everything, cakes, pastries, small chops, table styling, all of that.
Feedbacks. What is that one compliment that someone has given to you that keeps you smiling and keeps you pushing harder to improve?
Yeah. Feedback for a business owner, as you would know, is very important. So I do not take it for granted. As a matter of fact, I have clients that have patronized me over and over again, and for every time they patronize me, I go back to them to ask for feedback.
Yeah.
Some of them will be like, Deola, is your cake now? I say, I know. Because again, you don't want to be too confident and you're overconfident sometimes. So anything can go wrong, But I remember one particular feedback that I had. A client came to pick up a cake. It was very early in my journey. I've had a lot of compliments, that just makes me happy.
Yeah.
But there was this one that I can never forget.
Yeah.
It was very early in the business, and I had made a cake for her. It was her birthday, and it was her husband's birthday and anniversary put together. So she wanted a cake which we designed, and then she saw the cake and she just started to pray for me.
Wow.
Oh my God, like that was it for me. She was too excited to see the final product that she was just praying for the business. Like she just, when somebody hugs you tight, and then they just had to pray for you. So that was one feedback that I really, even till tomorrow, when I remember that feedback, my heart skips for joy, and that among every other feedback, sometimes when clients come to pick up their cakes, men looking at the finished product, they're like, wow, this is beautiful, without even tasting it yet. And then after the event, when they give you feedback on the taste, and then you now hear that, oh, everybody loved it, everybody wants to have a taste of it. All of that put together makes my day.
Wow. Yeah. When looking at cakes and pastries, most times the look alone is if looks are given, you already want to
taste
jump in and eat the cake. So what inspires your design? Yeah,
again, I'm very particular about. I feel like everybody starts to eat from their mouth, like from their eyes,
from looking,
from looking. So that's why for me, one of the standards for the brand is that any product has to be aesthetically, presentable, before anything else, because that's what they will see, even before they taste it. So what inspires my designs? For most cakes, I try to, go with what the clients want. Sometimes they send us inspiration pictures, maybe cakes that have been baked by other bakers, or something that they have seen, or maybe the color of the event, the theme, all that stuff. So all of that put together, when they send me in an inspiration picture, I'm like, okay, send me about 2 or 3 inspiration pictures.
Oh, from there you draw.
From there I draw what I know what this client likes. So for example, you just tell me you want a birthday cake. Okay, fine, I understand it's a birthday cake. What type of design do you like? So I'm like, okay, you know what? Just look online, Google it, browse it, anywhere. Send me pictures, right? If you send me about 3 pictures or 4 picters, and then I like to look for the tiny details in those. For example, are you sending me cakes that have florals? Are you sending me cakes that have strip? Are you sending me fondant cake? Are you sending me buttercream cake? All of that put together from the samples that you have sent to me, I understand the kind of thing that you will like, right? From there, I'll be like, okay, what's the color that you're working with for your event?
Okay.
What stands out? So all of that put together helps me to create that design for you, and comes up really well. Also, I draw inspiration from a lot of things, artwork, even bake cakes that are baked from my fellow colleagues, bakers as well. Anything around just inspires you. Okay.
So Deola, if someone wants to reach out to you for business, what's the best way to get you in touch with you?
You can reach me on phone, either you can also send me email, send me messages, DM, or on Instagram.
Okay, what's your social media handle?
Deola's Delight. It's at Deola's Delight, one word put together.
Okay.
One word on Instagram, on Facebook as well. On my email, deolasdelight@gmail.com, or you can also reach me on my phone number, 587-974-8330.
Oh, nice. So, if someone wants to book a cake or book any pastry at all, what's the booking period? How many months or days notice do you need to get?
Okay. I try to, the earlier you book your date, the better, because sometimes some designs require extra days to plan, extra time to plan, extra time to even source the materials. So the earlier you're able to book, once you've confirmed the date and venue for your event, I think that it's best at the time to reach out to your baker. For me, I try to do about a week notice,
Okay.
for regular designs. If it's like a wedding, for example, that would need more time for consultation, tastings and all that, designs back and forth. But for regular celebration cakes, I would say 1 week notice is fine. For weddings, for brides, once you pick up your date and venue, I suggest that you reach out to your baker. If you're considering me as well, that'll be great. I would love to work with you. Reach out to me. Let's start to talk about the designs. How many feedings, all that stuff put together. I sometimes take short notice cakes just based on my schedule. So for celebration cakes, just do 1 week is best. If your date is fast approaching, maybe you forgot or something, you can check in. I cannot guarantee that I would have the availability, but it won't hurt to ask. To have an opening, I could, again, if it's not too much of a complicated design, it's something that I might be able to fit into my schedule. So reach out. 1 week is best, but if you're running short on time, you can still ask, and I would confirm my availability to you.
Oh, nice. Do you deliver the finished product or customers pick up?
I do both.
Okay.
So there is option for pickup and option for delivery. Whichever one works for you, just let me know.
Oh, nice. Okay, so Deola, when you're not baking, what keeps you, what do you do to relax and have fun? What do you like doing to relax and have fun?
Music. I like to, I spend time with my family, my girls. Those ones, they're a handful on their own. But for my own me time, I like to listen to music a lot when I'm doing my chores. When I'm just relaxing, you see my hair's plucked, I'm listening to music. And if I'm not listening to music, I like road trips. I like to just go on road trips. Time would not really let me do that much of that as much as I would love to, but I love to do it. The little ones I get to do, I love to do it. And I also like to hang out with friends, just play dress up, go out to restaurants, have fun. Those are the little things that I do outside of baking.
Oh, thank you very much. So last question, is there any advice or any tips you can give someone who just moved to Canada, or anybody who is still wondering if it's worth it to start a bakery business?
Again, just like every other business, I would tell everybody out there, or whoever wants to listen, that once you have a dream and passion for something, go for it. It's not going to be rosy at the beginning, just like every other business, but that passion, when you have passion for something, regardless of how tired you are, I saw something somewhere where somebody said, when you're doing something when you're tired, something you like, something what you don't like when you're tired is stress, but when you're doing something you like and you're tired, it's passion. So passion is what will keep you up late, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., working on a design, working on a cake. Sometimes things happen, especially in the cake business. You might expect that in 10 minutes I'm done with this cake, and the cake will just decide to have a mind of its own, and it will not listen. It will just be doing on its own. You know what I mean? So it's passion that will keep you up late at night to want to perfect it and get your craft together. So I will tell you, my advice would be that if you have a passion for something, it's not going to be very rosy at the beginning. Just keep going. Passion, consistency, it pays off at the end. And I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm certainly not where I used to be. It's a journey that we're all going on. And just keep your dream alive, go for it, and you will get it.
Alright, thank you very much, Deola, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for sharing your insights and leading us into your business. So viewers, thank you very much for watching today. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. See you on the next one.
Bye.